Let he who is among you without sin cast the first stone. John 8:7. This really is such a powerful story in the Bible of the grace of Jesus. The Pharisees and Sadducees were always looking for ways to trip Jesus up, to show people that he is not the Messiah. Yet they would always fall flat. This is an example of that, because they brought a woman who was caught in adultery before Jesus, because they knew at that time the law of Moses said that for that crime she would have to be stoned to death. And they wanted to see how Jesus would respond. And how Jesus responded was he got down with her and he said, "Who accuses you?" After first saying to the Sadducees and the Pharisees, "Let he of you who is without sin cast the first stone." And immediately they were convicted that they had no right to be throwing stones because they themselves were fallen. They themselves were sinful. They themselves were doing things that no doubt were ungodly. So one by one, they dropped those stones and walked away. All that was left was Jesus. And he said to her, "Who condemns you?" And she said, "No one condemns me." His response, "Neither do I. Go and sin no more." Which again is powerful because he had the grace to not let that stoning go ahead, but he also said, "Let this be a lesson to you. Do not go back to that sin. Do not go back to that way of living, that slippery slope that you know is not of God." And that is what he says to us over those sins that we have. He has grace and mercy for our sin, but he does not want us to be living in it, making a lifestyle out of it. So when we feel those convictions within our hearts, to pay attention to that, to lean into him, to trust him, and let him guide us to the life he truly desires us to live.